myself a very nice cup of coffee here using a Chemex. Maybe if you're a coffee nerd like myself, you know this device. It is a very simple way to make filter coffee or drip coffee. I'm not gonna go into all the nerdy details, but basically this is a very easy, rustic way to make very good coffee, very delicious coffee. Yeah, some people would say no coffee, no worky, so that's why I made myself a nice warm cup of coffee today. Thank you for joining me again. I thought I would quickly give you a little update, a little status, what has been going on in the past 2 weeks since the last video. I have to say the last 2 weeks have been pretty relaxed actually. We had very nice weather. We had the first time 20 degrees here, which was very nice. We sat outside, we even got to sunbathe a little bit, and everything just feels a little bit lighter and easier once the sun is back. Sadly, it did not last for long. The clouds are already back, and well, the rain is as well. But I think the sun will join us in a couple of days again. The last couple of weeks have been very interesting. Privately, training-wise, I've been training a lot. I just came this past weekend. I trained with several friends of mine. I trained some jiu-jitsu and did some boxing yesterday with 2 friends that I met in the Swiss Army. Actually, we met in the Swiss Army a couple of years ago. I think like 5 or 6 years ago, and still until this date we are very close friends. It has been a very strong connection ever since, and it is nice that we also share some common hobbies, sports being one of them. So we can always combine activities and seeing each other again. We don't live too close to each other. We live in different parts of Switzerland, but Switzerland is small, so it is possible to see each other from time to time, and maybe even do some things together. I received for the last videos some very nice feedback, and I'm very surprised by that, since well, I don't really expect anything to happen from these videos, to be honest, but I actually received the same feedback or a similar feedback from different people, saying that that the videos that they watched from me are very calming to them, that they feel much more calm and at ease after watching them. And that is such a beautiful feedback, and exactly what I want to achieve with these videos. I want to make videos that, first of all, I enjoy creating, that I feel comfortable all the way through the creation process, that I have fun doing, and that I also feel completely at peace while making them, and to also leave the viewer feeling better afterwards, after watching the video. I don't want to make like super high energy, loud, crazy content that is going to yeah, like super stimulate you, but I rather want to make a more calm but positive video that leaves you with something positive, maybe a calmer state of mind, maybe a more positive, a more energetic, energized, outgoing energy. So it was very nice to see that I received exactly that feedback from different people. So that's very nice. But that being said, I wish you a lot of fun with this video. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking by, and have fun. Today is the very first, like very warm day of the year. We get like 20 degrees today, and the nightly temperatures are around 8 to 10 degrees at the moment, so it's getting warmer substantially at the moment. So today I want to use this opportunity to start planting some herbs in the garden. I have a whole array of different things that I want to plant today. I really had to wait a long time here, since we are a little bit higher up than I'd say the rest of Switzerland. The spring or the summer arrives a little bit later, so I had to wait to plant the things for quite some while, since otherwise they would not have survived the cold weather and the really stormy weather. So today is the first day that I'm going to really put stuff outside. I hope we don't get some harsh temperatures in the next couple of weeks, so that everything dies. But I hope that it's gonna be all right. So I already planted some lavender, and I hope that this will grow nicely. I hope to make some tea with that, actually. Once it is grown, I would like to dry that and make some herbal tea with that, with some lavender, chamomile, maybe some mint, stuff like that. I hope that's gonna be possible. Let's see. This is my first year planting stuff, gardening, so I really expect nothing, to be honest. I pretty much expect to everything go the wrong way, and then we'll see how it actually turns out. But best case scenario, I grow some stuff, and then I get to make some nice tea for the winter time. I'm currently on my evening walk. It is still super sunny and beautiful out here. There's a lot of like little tiny flying insects flying all around, but it's super nice. We have some I think the plant is called like rape in English. You make oil from that. We have a lot of fields back there, and like taking a walk on in the evening is something that I'm doing since about 2 years. Every evening, maybe with like an exception of maybe 1 day a week, but usually every day I go for a walk after eating for at least, I'd say, 20 to 30 minutes, and with great weather like this, even longer. I think it's a very good thing for my head. I come back super at peace usually. It's good to move the body. If you had like a day of work where you sat a lot, it's like that's the case for me. Then it's just the best thing to get moving in the evening. Usually in the evening I would do like a small workout, and then I'd cook, or my fiance cooks something, and then we go for a walk, or I even go for a walk by myself afterwards. It's just a good thing for you. Always come back feeling better than you did before. You might not feel like doing it, but you always come back feeling like $1,000,000. And that's something that I really recommend to pretty much everybody. And I also never take a cell phone with me, because I don't want to be distracted. Now today I took the camera with me because there's so much like beautiful scenery that I wanted to capture, but usually I don't take the camera with me or take a phone with me. I don't want that. I want to be present with my fiance or by myself, have a little bit of time for myself. And yeah, that's like an evening ritual that we do, that I would never like stop doing. So yeah, very good thing for me. I don't know if that's something that you like to do as well. Go for a walk. If I can, and I work from home, I usually go for a walk during lunchtime as well. So twice a day I go for a walk. Very good for me. I hope you're all doing very well. I'm sitting here next to a very beautiful grass field. It's a very nice and warm day. I think, as you can tell maybe by the background, the rain is coming back, so I'm trying to soak up these last hours of sunlight that we have. And I wanted to share an interesting topic that my fiance and I had a very interesting conversation about, and it's the difference between loneliness and solitude. and they, at first glance, they are very similar. They both focus around around being alone as a person. One is loneliness is more a negative feeling that you dislike. If you dislike being alone, you feel lonely. And solitude is a positive thing, that you embrace being alone. You can find joy and comfort in that. And I think there are two kinds of people. There are people that really, they can't be alone. They have to have people around them all the time and have conversations, speak to people, interact, get feedback, have social interaction. And there are people that are perfectly fine with being alone and maybe even like that feeling. And that doesn't mean that they don't like being around other people, but they don't have a problem with being alone from time to time, and maybe even being alone for longer periods of time. And I think personally, I really like that feeling of sometimes being alone, being by myself, having time for myself, being here and now. And that means that I'm also not listening to music or podcasts, or I'm not watching a movie or a video or something. I just want to be by myself with myself. And that feeling, for me, that is a very positive feeling. And I think that is something that if you're a person, or for a person that doesn't like feeling alone, maybe that is something to strive for, because it offers you a lot of opportunities to learn about yourself, to reflect, to see things about yourself, and make progress on yourself. You don't always need something to listen to, someone to talk to, interaction all the time. It is absolutely okay to, from time to time, be alone and enjoy that. I think that's very important. Go for a walk by yourself. Go do an activity like gardening, or maybe go for a bike ride or something like that. That just lets your mind be busy with itself. I think that's a good way to put it. And I can absolutely understand that if you are that there are situations when you don't feel good, that there is absolutely the need to have somebody next to you, somebody to talk to, have that comfort of another person. But I think if you are in a good spot, personally, give it a go. To once in a while just embrace that feeling of solitude and learn to love it. Learn to be happy by yourself and love the time that you spend with yourself. But maybe you can share your thoughts on this, how you view this. Are you a person that can be on their own, that can also, that could go for a week on a deserted island and not go crazy? Or are you someone that needs to have friends and family, maybe a pet around them? And what kind of person are you? And do you would you like to be able maybe to feel comfortable being alone? Maybe you are already. Then maybe you can share how you got there. How did you learn to be alone and not feel uncomfortable? I think maybe as a little side note, I think the way I learned to not feel an unpleasant feeling when being alone is that I've had multiple instances in my life where I was far away from friends and family that were usually around me. I lived for half a year. I lived in the United States with a guest family. I lived for half a year in Geneva with a guest family, and that like pulled me out of the normal daily life. And even though I had like a guest family there, I made new friends, etc. There were a lot of times where I was by myself, and I got more and more comfortable with that feeling. It was not anymore something that is uncomfortable or unpleasant, but you like grow confident in the state of being alone, I guess. That were just two examples, of course, of why I think I can be happy alone and enjoy that feeling. And the good thing is, if I do spend some time alone and get to like relax and calm down and clear my head on my own, I can enjoy interactions afterwards much more. Like after this walk, if I go home now and see my fiance, maybe she cooked something nice to eat, and I can be so much more appreciative of her energy, of her presence, and make the most of that. I think it's just a good balance to have. So yeah, that's just my just a little ramble of about the different approaches of loneliness and solitude. So, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm very glad that already some people have found this channel and are already interacting on the channel. Thank you very much for every single one of you. It always makes my day. In the coming weeks, I plan to do some sit-down type videos. I already have some ideas of topics that I want to talk about. There will be quite a big variety of different topics, not only specifically content about living in the countryside, just anything that is that might be interesting, that made me think, or maybe that I'm just interested in. I will record a couple of those and sprinkle them in every once in a while and see how you guys like them. But until then, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Take care, stay healthy. Bye bye.